Hi there, I'm Brian.
I've been a creative director, narrative director, animation director, lead writer, storyboard artist, animator, character designer, teacher, and now I'd love to talk story with you.
So in Andor Season 2, Episode 8, Cyril Karn walks out into a plaza where there's a massacre going on. People are running and getting killed, hiding, getting killed, crouching, getting killed. You get the idea. But not old Cyril. He's standing up perfectly straight, not moving, presenting the best target ever in an environment where most of the people with guns either don't know him or actually might want to kill him. And yet he's fine. Nothing bad is gonna happen to Cyril in this part of the scene. That's called plot armor. And usually it's the worst. But sometimes it's actually really good, and so we have to talk about that. But first, spoilers. We are going to talk about Andor, John Wick, and Apocalypse Now. You've been warned. Plot armor is when a character enters a situation that should absolutely be deadly. They should not survive this experience, and yet somehow they do. Whether they pull some really unlikely move that somehow gets them, saves them, or there's a deus ex machina, like someone shows up to save them, or just the enemy is really incompetent and somehow they survive. It's called plot armor because the idea is that even though the character should have died, the writers just want, or the storytellers just want that character to survive. They need them for a later scene, or they just really like them, or maybe they're the protagonist. But either way, the writers and the storytellers have reached out with very heavy hands and kind of made this happen. And it's frustrating when that happens because, first of all, you want to put your characters in scenes that test them and that push them to their limits, but that they can survive through their wits or their cunning or their skills. But when you push them too far, you're trying to make it more entertaining, and you push it too far to where they wouldn't naturally survive, but they do, it doesn't make the scene better. It actually makes it much worse. It breaks immersion. It feels like a cheat. It breaks believability, and it loses trust. And when you're a storyteller, trust from your audience is everything. You always want to be gaining trust and not losing or breaking it. But plot armor doesn't have to be bad. It's just a tool in the toolbox. Narrative has a bunch of tools that you use, and when you see something that is bad, it's because they were using the wrong tool for the job. So if I wanted to unscrew the screw from my glasses, and I tried to use a hammer to do it, I think you'd see the outcome you expect from that. It wouldn't be good. And that's what most people think of when they think of plot armor. They think of times where the story has just broken their believability and they couldn't believe in it anymore. But plot armor can be good. It's just that when it works and it's good, people don't track it as plot armor. They only call it plot armor when it's bad. Otherwise, they just experience it in the story and they don't think about it and they don't remember it. That's an important point. We'll come back to that. But let's just start with some baseline plot armor that I wouldn't even call good or bad. I would just call it the price of admission. When you go see a John Wick movie, you're watching John Wick Part 37, and 20 minutes into this 2-hour movie, John is fighting 40 guys on a plane that's on fire and is crashing into an ocean of acid. You don't sit in the theater and go, is this it? Is John gonna die? Here 20 minutes into this 2-hour movie? Of course you don't. No, you go, how is John gonna get out of this? So it is just standard convention in a movie like this, not just the John Wick IP, that this hero is going to survive. The question is just, how do they do it? How much spectacle can we get of them surviving really impossible odds? And for the entertainment of a movie like that, they need to keep pushing the envelope way past the point of believability. So you know that John Wick is going to survive. You just are in awe of how he does it. That, to me, is what I call the price of admission. Like, that's kind of the deal with a John Wick movie. And if that's a problem for you, if you're going to be sitting in the theater going, there's no way one person could do all that, then it's probably just not the movie for you. You should probably go find another movie to enjoy. That's an example where plot armor is just part of the deal. It's not bad because it comes with like a wink and a nod at the beginning of the movie. We all know how that's going to go. So John Wick is a great example of how plot armor can be part of the premise. Next time, we'll talk about how plot armor can be actively good using Andor and our old buddy Cyril Karn. That's all for now. I'll see you on the next one.